number one
Yeah,
Irish boxing kind of.
Yeah, I
I
thought Paddy Donovan was incredible, to be honest with you. I mean, you know, I think that Lewis did all the right things to get himself in the positions that he needed to get in early in the fight, which was up close and within range. But I just felt that he wasn't letting his hands go when he got the opportunity to do it. And so, like, I always felt that the first 6 rounds were going to be really important. And Lewis had to try and find a way to get in range. And he did it. But when he got there, he was a bit sloppy, throwing big shots over the top rather than trying to work the body. And, you know, I thought it was quite competitive very early. And then Paddy just started dominating the fight. I mean, look, the 2-point deductions were, you know, were the only thing, well, I don't know, I think the only thing that was making it competitive. You know, I mean, I think a lot of what Andy said, you know, makes sense. I do think Paddy, Sonny Edwards made a good point, which was like, Lewis was just there. He wasn't moving his head. Paddy was moving his head, and he'd punch sometimes, and then he'd lean with his head. I don't feel like 2 points were justified, if I'm honest. I think one of the headbutts might have warranted a point because of the warning. I thought maybe the other one was harsh. He did use the elbow once in the fight, but again, like, you know, I just don't know if the, you know, I don't know if it should be an isolated incident or you're combining everything that's happened during the fight. And I don't know if there's an actual rule as to what you should do as a referee. Do you say, no, I've given you your 2 points for the headbutts. This is not a headbutt. This is a separate foul. You've punched him after the bell. Or are you going, no, I'm sick and tired of you. You've done 2 headbutts. I saw an elbow in there as well. You punched him at the bell. You're out of it. Probably the latter. Do you know what I mean? But I think there's a lot of...
I would have said the former. Like a footballer on a yellow card, don't go off your feet, and he went, you know, kind of maybe gives the ref a decision to make.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is, no, but my argument was, I think it was a culmination.
Yeah, of course.
That's what I'm saying, not, yeah. So I don't think Marcus McDonald, if that had just happened as an isolated incident, I think he would have said, right, you've hit him after the bell, understand it was just after the bell, but you've got 5 minutes or whatever the ruling is, go away, blah, 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 we'll restart the fight. You know, that is when, you know, sometimes it will be good for the ref just to go, you've got 1 minute, ref, with you guys, just to say, this is what I've done. And he might sit there and go, he repeatedly used his head, I saw him use his elbow, he punched him after the bell, I've had enough, he's out. Thank you very much, boys, I'm going home. Do you know what I mean? But like,
you haven't spoken to Mark?
No, you don't really, I mean, sometimes you do in the ring, but it's not really the thing to do, if I'm honest. Like, it's a tough job, like, it's not an easy job. But I do think Andy's point as well, and Bell, you said it as well, like, he was quite a long way from the action. Like, if the fight is about, I mean, it could have, you know, that one more punch stops the fight. So when you hear the 10 seconds, you know, it's like, ding, 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 okay, boom, you're in. And it was ding, 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 crash, bang, and he was kind of over here. But look, again, like, it's hindsight, isn't it? So,
they do say that controversy creates cash.
Yeah.
How much bigger a fight
I
now
mean,
is
you
it?
saw the atmosphere tonight, it was unbelievable. And it's the controversy of this. It's it's twice as big, the fight, but it's still like, I can't sit here and go, I'm happy about it.
Yeah,
Because there's absolutely, it's not like it's been an absolute war and both guys go, I want the rematch, I want the rematch. Like Billy Nelson and Lewis Crocker, I don't think they're going to be queuing up. They're now mandatory for the world title. So really, the only chance that Paddy's got probably is the IBF saying, we don't agree with the decision, or we're not sure about the decision. So what we're going to do is we're going to order the rematch and for the mandatory position. And then he will take the rematch because he'll have to, and he'll make a lot of money doing it. And by the way, I think Lewis Crocker can be a lot better than he was tonight. I don't actually think he boxed that well tonight, if I'm honest.
Eddie, what do you think of the whole match, the whole fight, like as a whole?
Yeah, intriguing fight. I mean, it was a weird fight because they didn't leave each other. I expected
It was a chess match. It was really
but
just
I
head to
expect
head,
Paddy Donovan to move more.
Yeah.
But Lewis didn't let him because he was actually cutting him off really well. But when he was in there, I'm like, throw.
Yeah.
Like you got him there. I didn't expect him to be there. I expected him to be there,
Yeah.
there, angles. And in the end, Paddy felt really comfortable in
It was
the
more
pocket.
centre of the ring. It wasn't really around the edges of the ring. It was more. It was really centre.
And Paddy felt comfortable in the pocket.
Yeah.
And boxed beautifully, touch, little small angles, you know, sharp shots to the body. I think he hurt Lewis to the body a couple of times.
Yeah.
And obviously, look, also, don't forget that the cuts were caused by headbutts, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right? So, and they were bad. And his eyes were battered, and, you know,
When I closed, obviously, then.
yeah, but when the knockdown comes,
yeah.
you sort of see him get up and look at Billy Nelson as if to say, fuck's sake, like, you know, my eyes are in pieces here, and I thought the end was nil. I mean, it was nil. It was that round. You
One
know,
final one. What do you want next?
I would listen. It's very difficult because I represent Lewis Crocker. I represent Paddy Donovan. You can't really win. All I can do is be honest.
Okay.
And I feel like the controversy of that fight deserves a rematch.
Eddie, thanks so much. Really appreciate it.
Just reflect on the whole fight card for me. An excellent night of boxing, all in all, from top to bottom as well.
Yeah, I mean, where can we start? Aaron Bowen, exciting as always. I mean, Elif Turner. Like,
Wow.
I mean, listen, that girl has messaged me for 5 years, saying, "Just give me one chance." Like, I know her team and everything, and she's renowned as a handful and a big puncher. Quality-wise, like, no one really knows because she's never really fought anyone. But she's just said, look, one chance, and she's been very, not cold in a bad way, but very, like, you know, they were so confident going into this fight. Listen, you got to give props to Shauna Brown, like, you know, Spencer Brown, gold star ever, and I said, look, you can do a 10-round fight here. She's very well ranked. It's a big opportunity. Elif had 10 days' notice, and Shauna Brown and the team went, yeah, we'll have it. We want these big challenges. And she made the ultimate mistake, which was to come out and trade with her chin in the air against a massive puncher. And there is a chance that Elif Turner could be something extremely special and very dangerous as well. Farrell fight was great fun as well. Big win for Stephen Ward. I really enjoyed the Kurt Walker fight. I actually thought it was very close. You know, I didn't think that Woodstock won the fight, but I could have given him 5 rounds. You know, I thought 96. They didn't start working. You know, his work rate was unbelievable. Craig Richards dominated. You know, I think Poddy's done now. I think that's his lot. As is Tommy McCarthy, I think, as well. And then, of course, the main event, which is going to get everybody talking for the next couple of weeks.